from this level, just so I can see the court a little better. Thank you.
Alejandro, or whoever I'm talking to, don't really know who it is, but hey, if you can give me, let us know when we, like, what time do you want? Ideally, do you want to go to the package at 5 minutes? Got it.
Okay, tip-offs in 5 minutes. When are we running this package? Okay. How long is the package? Okay. As not necessarily the team, but maybe individual players who are scoring a lot. Yeah.
Wait, we don't have time for 10 minutes. We can't do it.
We'll go 2 minutes. Set up the package.
Okay, we'll go quick. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Testing? Yeah, okay.
So we're here. Yeah,
we're live. We're live here inside Don Nasser Family Plaza for an exciting matchup between the San Francisco State Gators and the Cal State Dominguez Hills Toros. Gators come in at 9-16. They've scuffled lately. They've lost their last 2 games by over 20 points. It's a tough task today against Cal State Dominguez Hills. They are 27-1 on the year. Their one loss was in their last game against Chico State. Sonia, can you tell us what are the Gators going to have to do to overcome Dominguez Hills? What did you hear from their coach leading into this game?
Coach John Bonner gave me a quick rundown. It's basically about defense and it's basically about disrupting. We'll see how these two teams match up tonight.
Great. Well, we're almost set here to tip off. Starting lineups. Gators are going to send out Ossie, Myers, Alvarado, Felix, and Bradley. Toros win the tip here. Fast-paced offense. Toros came in first in scoring. They came into practicing with a lot of energy. We got a whistle early on here. See what the call is.
Looks like the shot clock did not go.
Technical difficulties here in studio, so I'll take the time to mention that the Toros will send out number 1, Devin Lewis, number 14, Nala Williams. She is their top scorer. Number 22, Malia Goldsmith. Number 25, Christina Jones. And number 3, Kaya Pearson. It is Lewis, guarded by Myers, 1-on-1 to begin this one. Good ball movement early on by the Toros. Shot is short. Rebound will go to Alvarado. We see that energy. Toros able to take the ball away. Alvarado again.
Jump ball. Now, it looks like the Gators are doing what Coach Mo said that they wanted to, which is jam up the key with a solid zone defense. Let's see if they can break this press.
Absolutely, and you can hear we're having a lot more technical issues as we get started here at Don Nasser. But yes, to your point, you had some time to speak with Coach Mo before the game. She said they would be trying to implement a 2-3 zone to try to combat the size advantage that Dominguez Hills presents.
Right. And for them, breaking this press is going to be the beginning of that.
Yes. Last time these two played, the Gators lost by almost 50. This full court press was a reason, but right now, Felix gets inside, back outside to Alvarado. They'll reset up top with Bradley.
Looks like they're overloading the one side. Look for Alvarado here on the opposite side for a cross court.
Alvarado is open in the corner. Instead, as Felix is going to drive into the hole, puts up the shot, rims out. Offensive rebound is going to go to Kaylee Myers.
Great job by Myers. Heads up, hustle play.
Now they find Alvarado in the corner. She puts up the shot, and it is good. That is absolutely the look that they want. Open 3 from Alvarado to open the scoring.
Again, Gators not starting with this press, which is a surprise, but they are going back to that zone.
Right away, Dominguez corral. 3 chances might be too many for such a high-powered offense, Sonia.
Right, and it looks like the Gators are really focusing on jamming in that key, so that means they're going to give up some jump shots.
Absolutely, like that one there. Fortunate to have it go short. 4th chance, now a 5th chance, now a 6th chance. Gators have to get a rebound. There's Asiasi. She has it taken away by Williams, who finally finishes that possession. Go ahead, Sonia.
No, if you let that many offensive boards happen, there's no way you can go forward and win this game. So let's hope the Gators tighten this up as this goes along.
We spoke about the size advantage that Dominguez Hills has. We saw an example of it with all of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th chances that they had on that possession. Now it's Bradley calling for a screen. Instead, she gets her pocket picked by Williams. Gators fortunate to retain possession. Here is Alvarado, 23 points her last time out, scored her 1,000th point a couple weeks ago. Hands it off to Bradley. Being marked by Jones, she lets the shot clock run out. What'd you see there, Sonia?
Yeah, you know, it's tough when you're trying to get your offense going and it's not showing up like the way you want it to. Also, they took it out on the sideline, and I think it was just a mental error of not realizing that the shot clock had already gone down to 13 seconds.
Yeah, you can forgive me for not realizing the shot clock was going down there, but I'm sure Coach Mill cannot forgive the Gators there. They've got to be more locked in like Myers is right here on Lewis. Now it is Williams. Their offense runs through her. They get the ball inside, nice move, and the finish off the glass.
Now, it looks like the Gators are doing pretty good breaking the press of Dominguez Hills, which is a great sign for them.
No issues so far in the early going. Good call, Sonia. Here is Bradley. Let's see if she's more sure of herself this time.
Oof.
Makes her way inside and is fortunate to draw the foul.
Very fortunate.
They call it on number 33, Kaya Pearson. Gives the Gators new life. Substitution here. Asiasi is going to come out. Seilala Lataimi will come in. She had a career and season high 14 rebounds on February 22nd against Cal State East Bay. More miscommunication on the inbounds there, Sonia.
Right. It looks like they got a little confused and the screens weren't being set as tight as they could be. And let's hope they tighten that up, too, for the rest of the game.
Well, we watched practice the other day, Sonia, and you pointed out to me, you asked me, is that something I should ask Coach Mo about? It didn't seem like they were setting their screens tight enough.
Right, and that's something that takes time to get as a team. And Coach Mo, if you didn't know this, she's only took over the team a week before the season started.
Alvarado forces the steal. Bradley brings it up, kicks it out to Myers. Back up to Alvarado. Wants to take a woman off the dribble. She can't do it. Now here's Bradley to reset. Coach Bonner happy with the defense by Dominguez Hills, stopping that momentum. But here's Bradley gaining some momentum and finishing with the left hand inside.
Great recognizing the opening there.
How does Dominguez respond? You can't leave her open. They get away with it there. Rare air ball from Williams in the corner.
And this is playing into what Coach Mo wanted. If they jam in the key and jam in the middle, they're willing to give up some of those shots. And you can tell that it paid off because they even missed that long shot there.
Yeah. And my mistake, that was Pearson on that last shot, Kaya Pearson. She's going to check out of the game, and it looks like that is Tegan Thurman checking in for Dominguez Hills. Here is Thurman on the inside. She gets Latimi up in the air and draws the foul.
Now, Coach Bonner was talking about how great it is to have Thurman on the team. She transferred in. She's a senior, and he was saying how valuable it is to have an older player on the team to kind of set the tone.
Absolutely. I'm sure it helps in cases like the Gators had earlier with some miscommunication on those plays. The more seniors, the more experienced players you have, the more you can mitigate those kind of issues. As Thurman misses her first free throw, she comes in at 71% on the year. Interesting note about Thurman. She has played in every single game. She's fourth in minutes on this team, but she's only started 2 games. They like her effect off the bench. She splits the free throws there. Here is Anna Daniels. She gets to her mid-range shot, passes it back outside to Bradley. Strong defense again by Dominguez. Here's Latimi on the inside, almost loses the handle, throws up a wild shot. Thurman is able to steal the rebound away from her. Now it's Jones, now it's Williams. They get it up ahead to Goldsmith, who's going to put up a shot. No good. Thurman on the rebound. Kick it back outside to Williams. They get it out into the corner. Gators really having trouble keeping up with their rotations on defense here, Sonia. They get the ball inside to Thurman. They like that look. She makes the shot over Latimi.
It's so hard to stop that. I mean, she's 6'2", she's strong. Oh, and that turnover. It looks like Dominguez Hills is doing what they wanted, which is disrupting with the press.
We spoke a little bit too soon about how the Gators were able to defeat that press. Dominguez gets a steal there. They don't finish the shot. They will go to the line after this timeout. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Gators down 5. We'll be back in a moment.
I think we kept it here.
Should I keep it? It'll pick up.
Oh. Got it.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Good?
Thanks.
Are you guys at break right now?
We're okay. We got plenty. Back live at the line, number 25, Christina Jones will attempt 2 free throws. Comes in at just 50% from the line, does Jones, 5'10" guard, freshman guard, out of Long Beach, California, and she bricks the first one.
And Jones is one of those players that Coach Bonner said, make sure we keep an eye on her because she brings a lot of young energy to the team.
End of the season, they've already clinched everything they can clinch. Perhaps she'll get more opportunities here in this one. She misses those 2 free throws, though. We'll see how the Gators do against the press this time. They get it ahead to Bradley, and she tries to throw it off her defender, but she's unsuccessful. Got a 2-on-1 here. Bradley recovers and fouls the ball carrier.
And I think that's a smart foul. I mean, it depends on your philosophy, but she stopped the play. She stopped the momentum. Sure, she got a foul, and it is going to be 2 shots, but it was better than an easy giveaway.
Best case scenario, if you are going to turn the ball over there, you don't want to give up easy points. Jones will get a couple more chances here from the line. This time she makes the first. As the woos come from the Cal State Dominguez bench, they are as engaged as any opposing team I have seen here at Don Nasser. Got to believe they feed off that energy on the court. Jones hits the second free throw, splits her first 4. And Bradley, after that turnover, is going to check out. Perseus Jakaris, number 0, will check in. It's Jakaris who will try to handle the press. Dribbles out of it, lazy pass to Daniels, but it gets there anyway. She finds Asiasi in the corner, puts up a shot, no good off the rim. Here's Kylie Edgar, who just checked in, bringing the ball up for Dominguez. Passes off to Williams, back to Edgar, who gets Myers off the dribble, gets inside around Asiasi, puts up the shot and finishes. Nice moves. That is not Edgar, that's Benoit. Excuse me, Joelle Benoit with some nice moves to get past the defense.
Now the Gators are really going to have to get Daniels involved. And here she is with the ball. Let's hope she can convert this.
She likes that mid-range shot. This time it doesn't fall. Rebound to Jones. Here's Thurman inside. Alvarado and Daniels both double her. Alvarado comes up with the steal, gets it ahead to Myers, and she wants to slow it down.
Great defense by the Gators. Again, that's exactly what Coach Mo wants.
Well, just got to turn it on. I think we lost. Here's Daniels up top, gets a screen from Asiasi. Here's Asiasi now. Shot clock down to 8. Jakaris, nice pass inside to Daniels, but the defense is there from Dominguez again. Daniels has to create something. 1 left on the shot clock. Wild shot had no chance. Rebound will go to Thurman. Now here's Williams. Now here's Thurman, gets around Myers. No resistance from Asiasi, and she finishes. 11-point lead opened up by the Toros with 2:47 to go in the first quarter.
The great thing about what the Gators are doing, they are not panicking to get out of this press.
Not at all. Alvarado has her pocket pick. Here is Benoit coming back the other way. Williams is wide open. She'll take the shot. She will make the shot to give the Toros a 14-point lead.
And Williams is probably the most important player on this team for the Toros.
Yeah, when we get some time, we'll run through her stats, but she is tops on this team and tops in the conference in just about everything. Alvarado gets in to draw the foul and just stem the tide a little bit. The Gators need some points. They need to slow down this momentum by the Toros.
Right, and you can see some of the Gators are starting to put their hands on their hips, starting to feel a little tired from all the extra pressure. Alvarado is going out to get a rest, so hopefully she can come back in and support her team.
And we should mention the Gators are coming into this game without Talia Garner, without Kaylee Adams, without Sage Bridges-Bay. They are already shorthanded. Everybody who is here is going to have to play more minutes and expend more energy, especially against this tough Dominguez Hills defense. Here's Bradley. Gators communicating, trying to see what they want to set up. It's taking too much time. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Asiasi. Good rotational defense by Dominguez. Here is Felix, who's checked back in. She gets inside, puts up a shot with the right hand. Doesn't go, but she gets the foul.
And sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just have to make something happen for your team. And I think the Gators can really play off that energy.
Felix has been unafraid to drive into the paint against Dominguez so far. Second time she's done that. This time she gets to the line. She sinks her first free throw, comes in at 66% on the year from the charity stripe.
And Coach Deron Sims is over there giving some instruction to the Gators. So is Coach Mo. Maybe they're going to switch up their defense a little bit.
We'll see what they do. Thurman gets inside. She's denied. Ball goes out of bounds. Inbound here by Tuttle. He finds Goldsmith.
Great.
We got Jakaris turned around for a moment there. Now here's Benoit. Wants to take Bradley off the dribble. She gets inside. Asi comes over to help.
Great help
creates
defense.
The steal. Absolutely. Sorry, Sonia.
No.
Whistle here. Looks like a foul call on that press. I have that right, Sonia?
Yeah, looks like it. And this is what the Gators want. They would love for Dominguez Hills to get a little scared to reach in, a little scared to put some pressure on, and maybe they can make this a little easier for themselves.
Benoit checks out after that foul. Christina Jones is back in. Here's Felix trying to get through that double. She does. The ball finds Anna Daniels. It's usually safe with her. Back to Bradley. Worked on by Edgar. Too much dribbling at the start of these possessions by the Gators, Sonia.
Yeah. I think that they're trying to have some handoffs here. Coach Mo mentioned that to keep the ball away from Dominguez Hills, but they're just taking up so much time.
Yeah, 4 on the shot clock. Daniels loses it.
Looked like a kick to me, but the refs didn't call that.
Yeah. I think that's what Dominguez wanted too. They're happy there's just 3 seconds left on the shot clock. In any case, they know the Gators have to get up something fast. Here's Bradley. Got to put it up. I don't think she got it off in time. No shot clock violation. Rebound goes to Thurman.
Got it.
3 put up by Goldsmith is no good. Rebound inside by Jones. Putback is no good. Third chance again by Dominguez Hills. And the Gators are bailed out by a travel.
Now, the good news is the Gators are getting some hands on the rebound. They didn't get an offensive rebound. They didn't get the extra points. So they could hold us down.
We want to continue to see that fight. I asked Anna Daniels before the game, you're out of 2 games left. You're out of contention for the tournament. What are you playing for? She said they're playing to compete. They're playing to fight. They're playing because that's what players do. Daniels puts up a shot here, is unable to drop it. Thurman gets the rebound. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Dominguez is going fast. Here's Tuttle. Daniels forces the ball outside. Open 3, though, is good. As the time ticks off here at the end of the first quarter. Sonia, I know you talked to Coach Mo before this game. Tell us a little bit about what she told you. I know we've got some words from her coming up.
Yeah, Coach Mo was very forthcoming about what she felt she wanted to develop with this team, and especially the culture. And I was able to sit down with her for a little bit.
Let's take a look at that. Gators down 15. We'll be back after these words from Coach Mo. the second quarter as the ball goes off the hands of number 25, Christina Jones. What you missed in the first minute 30 was more scoring from the Toros. They put 5 on the board. They've opened up a 20-point lead. Here is Bradley, who gets it into Alvarado. He's going to take a 3. I'm not sure why Thurman gave her all that space. Alvarado was happy to take it.
Yeah.
Gators still showing a lot of fight. Alvarado came off her assignment and helped to force Christina Jones to go to the line. You don't mind seeing her at the line if you are the Gators.
And Alvarado really is stepping it up. You can feel her trying to put her team on her back and really take over and give them something to kind of hold on to.
When I talked to Anna Daniels, that's what she said a leader should do. Alvarado showing that leadership here as Jones misses the first free throw. Want to take a moment to mention that we have the top 2 players in terms of steals per game on the court here at Don Nasser. Nala Williams is number 1 with over 4 per game. Alvarado is number 2 with right around 3 a game. And you can see what the defensive effort she showed on that last play as Jones misses the second free throw. We'll get a couple substitutions for San Francisco State right now. They send out Myers, Lataimi, Felix, Alvarado, and that is Bradley, who's getting through the press, gets inside, passes it off to Lataimi, but pass wasn't on the mark, so she's got to bring it back up top. Here's Felix, wants to go inside again. Now she's going to kick it out to Alvarado. Gets a better shot from the mid-range, but it's no good. Rebound by Thurman, just climbed right over Lataimi for that rebound. Here is Thurman, trying to take Bradley off the dribble. She's not able to. Instead, Edgar is going to take a 3. It's no good. Thurman can't chase down the ball out of bounds to the Gators.
Now, it looks like a big wholesale change for the Toros, and that gives them the little boost of energy they need because it's exhausting to press that hard that long.
Absolutely. Not many times I see a full 5 come onto the floor. That's what happened for Dominguez Hills here. We'll get the players for you in a moment, and we see the effects of that pressure as Williams is able to knock the ball out of bounds. Lataimi frustrated with their teammate. Frustration showing for all of the Gators right now.
And it's this mental game the Gators are going to have to overcome. They're going to have to stay positive, stay enthusiastic, and not give up on themselves.
They lost by 46 the last time these two teams played. They don't want a repeat of that.
Alvarado's trying to get something started.
Here's Alvarado, worked on by Williams. Alvarado gets by her, puts up a floater that's no good. Lataimi is whacked trying to get that rebound. They'll call the foul on number 33, Kaya Pearson. She is joined on the court for Dominguez Hills by Jada Sanders, who checked in for the first time, number 1, Devin Lewis. We'll see the other two here in a moment. Number 14, Nala Williams is on. Number 20, Milan Tuttle, just checked in for Pearson. Here's Alvarado being worked on by Tuttle.
And they've got to watch the shot clock again.
Alvarado makes a move inside. She's going to draw a foul. Looked like Lewis might have gone straight up, but perhaps she got 2 into the body of Alvarado.
Yeah, let's hope they can start getting some offensive rebounds here for the Gators. Lataimi is doing a good job in getting the right spot, but I feel like she's getting overpowered by the opponents.
Absolutely. I've noticed a couple times the Gators have boxed out well. They've just been outsized and overpowered. Alvarado misses the first free throw, uncharacteristic for her. She comes in at 80% from the line. That's third in the conference. Excuse me.
She gets that one.
Gets the second one to go. Gators able to get a substitution in. Jaden Roan and Amani Felix will come on. They will replace Kaylee Myers and Nyana Aussie. Devin Lewis will inbound for Dominguez, gets it into Tuttle. Gators trying a full court press of their own. Dominguez able to break through. That's Nala Williams with a head of steam. Finds a woman inside, passes it off. Shot is no good. Rebound is no good, but possession will go back to Dominguez. Here's Williams. Doesn't take the screen. Instead, it's Tuttle in the corner, driving the baseline, throws it away to Alvarado.
They went back to that zone, and it seems to be working better for them.
When they've been able to get set, they've been okay defensively. Here's Bradley. Again, already 15 on the clock. Here's Alvarado now, worked on by Williams. She gets by her, puts up the shot. It's no good. Lataimi inside, tries to tip the rebound out to Alvarado. No dice. Instead, it's Lewis coming the other way for Dominguez. Now Lewis has it guarded by Bradley. Now Tuttle's going to take a three. No good. Can the Gators get this rebound? Bradley goes up to fight for it, but loses it. Instead, a bucket down low.
And I'm sure Coach Mo is going to be disappointed about them boxing out on those rebounds because they're almost in the right position. They're just not getting a body on someone.
Not for lack of effort are the Gators down 19 here. They have just been thoroughly outplayed. Another time there, Sonia, they had the right play. They lost Lataimi on the cut, but Bradley threw it away.
And I think that's been happening throughout the game. The timing and the cohesion just isn't quite matching up today, and it might be nerves, it might be exhaustion, because they're having to work so hard on and off the ball.
And I don't think it's a stretch to say it's a little bit of panic when you're down 19, and Dominguez Hills coming in at 27-1 is able to play as fast and as cohesively as they are as they get the foul call inside there.
And they're doing hockey subs. They're doing, it seems like, clearing off the whole bench and subbing everyone, and the Gators just don't have the personnel for that.
Speaking of which, I blanked on the name of the player who drew that foul because she's on my second page here. They're going deep into the bench. Number 5, Tiara Jones, takes her first shot and makes her first shot from the free throw line, coming in shooting 64% from the line. 6-foot freshman out of Los Angeles. Makes the second. 21-point lead for the Toros. Here's Daniels the other way, getting out ahead of the Dominguez defense and finishing.
We've been waiting for Daniels to take off, and if she can keep doing that, it's going to be great for the Gators.
If they have success, it's probably going to go through her and Alvarado. This time, unfortunately, they get the and one on a shot over Anna Daniels.
It's been hard for Anna Daniels Anna Daniels. It's been hard for her because she's only 5'8", and she's kind of put into the position where she's playing a forward against someone who's 6'2", 5'11", 6 feet tall. So it really is difficult for her. She's doing a great job where she can.
Well, you look at who's on the floor right now for the Gators. It's Daniels, Lataimi, Roan. It is Bradley bringing the ball up. It's Felix. Daniels is the tallest one amongst them. And we see the size advantage for Dominguez Hills there again as they pick up another steal. Roan with the good recovery on defense. They kick it back out to an open Devin Lewis. They did not recover well enough to get to her.
And for the Toros, that's exactly how they wanted to draw it up, and it worked perfectly.
Absolutely. Another steal by Devin Lewis. Easy shot. 4:50 to go.
And I'm wondering
no timeout. Go ahead, Sonia.
Yeah, I was going to say there. I was hoping for a timeout, but it looks like they're just going to play through.
I don't think Coach Mo wants them to get two in their heads. I think she wants them to try to play through it right now. Bradley draws the foul. She's tripped up there.
So if you've noticed, the Dominguez Hills Toros, they've changed up their press. For the first part of the half, they were picking them up at about half court. Now they're pressuring them probably about the free throw line, and the Gators just don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, Dominguez for sure smells blood, to use a potentially unsightly metaphor, but they do. They've got their foot on the Gators' necks. Gators down 27. 4:40 to go in the second period. We'll be back shortly. Back live, Gators send out Alvarado, Bradley, Daniels, Latime, and Felix. Alvarado on the inbound, finds Latime inside, was looking to give it up. Dominguez denies. Now Alvarado gets it. Back up top to reset with Bradley.
10 seconds left on the shot clock.
What will Bradley find? She'll find a double team, kick it back out to Alvarado, who has to put up the shot. And makes the shot.
And that was a long three for Alvarado.
Prayers answered on that one at the end of the shot clock. 40-16, just over 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Gators are clogging up that key with the 2-3 zone. Unfortunately, that means they have to give up that outside shot.
That is the answer offensively to what the Gators are trying to do defensively. Unfortunately, Dominguez can hit you in so many ways. Goldsmith with the 3 there. Daniels is able to leak behind the defense again, unable to finish. Blown opportunity by the Gators. Here's Tuttle to come back the other way. 3 by Williams is good. 30-point lead for the Toros.
And now this is a hard part for the Gators. How do you how do you keep your energy and keep going when you're losing by 30 points?
Just 2 games left in the season, now about 1.5 games left in the season. This is where we find out what you're made of as athletes. Alvarado puts up a 3 that's no good. Anna Daniels down 30 points, still fighting, still going to the floor, trying to get that rebound.
Daniels and Alvarado are just really the heart and soul of this team, but also Bradley can't be discounted. She's come in and she's had a lot of energy. She's taking a little break on the bench right now, but the Gators have really needed her.
Absolutely. I'd be remiss not to mention Felix as well has remained very aggressive. I said this is what we find out what you're made of as a player. We're finding out the Gators are made of the right stuff. No quit so far in this game. Here's Daniels to take 2 free throws.
Coach Bonner's upset about something.
Maybe wondering why this is a shooting foul. I was wondering myself.
The refs are having a little discussion over at the scorer's table, trying to figure it out. I wish I knew how to read lips better.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, more on Dominguez Hills. They come in first in offense and defense on the year. They are tied for first in field goal percentage offensively. They are second in three-point percentage offensively. They are second in rebounds per game. They are first in turnover margin. They are first in steals per game. They are 27-1. Sonia, their average margin of victory this year is 23.8 points per game.
And despite that, Coach Bonner is still having a talk with the ref, still trying to get his point across. And that's what you want in a coach no matter what, someone who's going to fight for you no matter what the situation is.
Daniels sinks both free throws to pull the Gators back within 28. You're right, Dominguez has aspirations of winning this whole thing. They can't stop just because they're up 28, just like the Gators aren't stopping right now on defense. Here is Daniels in that one-on-one situation she likes so much. 10 seconds on the shot clock. This is the best possession of defense we've seen from the Gators in quite a while. They find Edgar down low, puts up the shot, it's no good. Alvarado, all 5'2" of her, is able to escape with the rebound, get it ahead to Daniels. She has Myers in the corner if she wants her. Instead, she's going to put up the shot down low. It's no good. Rebound goes to Jones, who hands off to Williams to come the other way. Gets by Alvarado with a nice move. Wild shot goes off the glass. Asi able to collect the rebound. Now it's Felix trying to slow it down and figure out this full court press that they again apply at the free throw line, like you mentioned, Sonia.
Great way to draw a foul, staying aggressive, dribbling at the defense. And if that's going to get you to the line, that's what you got to do.
The Gators have any designs of climbing back into this one. This is a good way to do it, getting to the free throw line, back-to-back possessions. Toros are in the bonus for the last 2:19 of the second quarter. First free throw is good from Felix. Gets the friendly roll on the second one as well. Substitution here for Dominguez Hills. Williams is going to come off. Tiara Jones, number 5, will come back on. She's joined by Devin Lewis, Malia Goldsmith, Christina Jones, and the inbounder, Kylie Edgar, number 4, who gets it to Goldsmith. Guarded closely by Alvarado. Doesn't let her get by her.
Looks like Gators have switched to man defense here.
Absolutely. Lean on the strengths of some of the players on this team, which is defense. Alvarado comes up with the steal there. Wants to take it all the way the other way. Puts up a shot that's no good, but gets to the line again. Third straight offensive possession for the Gators to try to cut into this 26-point lead that the Toros have now.
Now, it looks like Alvarado's got a little limp going on in her heavily taped knee right now, and I'm not sure if that's going to be affecting her.
We saw that a little bit before the game while she was warming up as well. We know she's not going to quit for anything, but it is something to watch, especially with as much effort as she plays with. So,
right.
Got to keep a close eye on that.
Definitely an athlete who plays through the pain.
There's Daniels on Edgar. Now it's Goldsmith. We're seeing Dominguez Hills slow down a little bit on offense with the switch to the man-to-man defense. Right now it's Asiasi. Now it's Myers. Asiasi switches on to Jones, who got a screen. Jumper is no good. Another offensive rebound is collected by Dominguez. They will retain possession with 18 to go on the shot clock.
And great defense by Asiasi. She got her in her face, she had a hand up, and she disrupted the shot just enough to make her miss. And here she is getting a hand on the ball here.
Absolutely. Errant pass by Dominguez. Christina Jones just is able to stay in bounds. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They left Goldsmith wide open in the corner. You can't do that as she makes her second wide open three. She came in at 34% from three-point land. Shows why on that shot. Just over a minute to go. Here's Daniels, who leaks behind the defense again. Gets inside, unable to finish again inside. Gators get another look that they like, unable to finish one more time. Pass inside to Lewis. No good. Jones on the rebound. She'll be fouled and go to the line.
Switching it up to man defense has surprisingly been effective for the Gators. The conventional wisdom is if you clog up the key in a 2-3 zone, you're going to keep them from scoring in the key. But it seems as though this switch has really helped them get a little more energy.
And when you're down 27 and you're exhausted, perhaps the extra thinking that's required to be in the proper spot in zone defense can be even more debilitating. And so switching to man now, Sonia, allows them to just play basketball and play freely and see what they've got.
Right, and they only have 45 seconds left. They might as well leave it all on the court.
Jones sinks both free throws, opens the lead back up to 29. Bradley dribbles through the press for now.
Great
Not
job.
sure how advisable that is, but she makes it through. And now draws a foul. I mentioned it before, that was another 14 seconds on that possession of just Jariah Bradley dribbling up the court. Got to find some better, quicker answers when they're trying to initiate their offense.
One of the things I do like about Bradley is she does keep her head up, and she's always looking for the pass. Unfortunately, the Toros were pretty locked in on defense in that play.
Yeah. Bradley misses the first free throw. Sophomore out of San Leandro High School from Oakland, California, just over the bridge. If Daniels is the heart and soul, perhaps Bradley is the guts of this team. Misses both free throws there, though. 25 seconds left. Here is Edgar, worked on by Myers. Now Lewis up top. They can just about dribble out the first half of this one. Wire to wire. domination by Dominguez. Asiasi comes up with the steal there. Daniels ahead of the defense again. Stops, finds Bradley. Kicks outside to Alvarado. Up top to Asiasi, who's going to drain a wide open three. Just ahead of the buzzer. Gators cut it to 26. Perhaps, Sonia, their best offensive possession of the game
Exactly.
at the end of the second quarter.
And Asiasi really just stepped up in the last minute. She just did an amazing job, and hopefully she can carry over that into the second half.
We'll take a look at some of the important plays here from the first half as the Toros and the Gators go into the locker room. Gators down 26. Sonia, we'll be back for the rest of this one.
Oh, yeah,
just
we
a little
will.
bit.
All right. You okay with that?
Yeah, whatever you need.
All right. I'll probably also ask you about the tournament that's coming up as well, since you do have a bye for that.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hello. All right. Hello. I am here with the coach of CSU Dominguez Hills. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right. First question I want to ask you today here is, how's the team's rebounding so far? It seems like you are heavily out rebounding SF State so far.
Yeah, we put an emphasis on defending and rebounding, and so I've been happy with our effort. We just have to continue that for 2 more quarters.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. And again, let's go over that defense. You have forced SF State to under 25% field goal percentage so far, and that is amazing. And that is the reason why you have a 26-point lead. So how do you feel about the defense moving forward from here?
You know what? I'm content with our defense. I think there's some lapses that we've had with some bad rotations, which have allowed them to get some open threes. So far so good. I think I'm about 80% happy with what we produced, and we just got to fix that 20% in the second half.
Yeah, and one more question for you. It's going to be about the fouls that have been going on this first half. There have been quite a lot of fouls going on with Dominguez Hills. You got SF State to the bonus pretty early there. Do you think the fouls were fairly called here in the first half?
Yeah, I think we have to be more disciplined. You know, part of what we do is to try to pop back and get our players' hips, and we're not doing a very good job of that. SF is doing a great job about dribbling into our defenders, which is putting us in some unique positions, and so we have to get that fixed.
All right, thank you, and good luck at the tournament.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and back to you, Sonia. Oh, wow.
Right. Back live, almost set for the second half here at Don Nasser. Sonia will run through some of the stats from that first half. Not much to say on the San Francisco State end, really, statistically. The last time they led, Sonia, it was 3-0. It's been a wire-to-wire victory from Dominguez since then. What to you has been the most important ingredient in Dominguez Hill's success?
Well, you know, the coach was telling me before the game that the main thing about their team is the chemistry. And you can see that they have a certain chemistry. When they came in for warm-ups, they were all together as part of their chemistry. When they're on the court, they're always working together. And the only chance San Francisco State has is really trying to break up their flow and break up their rhythm.
Absolutely. You mentioned in that first half the hockey-style substitution, even down to their substitutions, that everything that they do leads to that chemistry that they want to have on the court, and it showed in their performance in the first half. What stuck out to me is we spent a lot of time talking about the excellence of Nala Williams, and she is excellent. But what's so impressive about this team to me is that they can get scoring from anywhere. You lock down Williams, they can find Goldsmith in the corner. If Williams isn't taking the ball up, it's Lewis. If it's not her, it's Tuttle. So many players on that team can do so many things. It's just tough. It's like an avalanche. It's tough to stop once it's going downhill.
Exactly. And when I talked to Coach Mo, one of the things that she said about building this program, again, this is her first year as a coach. She took over the team 1 week before the season started. And she says that one of the main things for her is she wants to build just a bigger team. Right now, they don't have quite as many players as they would like, which means that they get tired. And if you're doing things like pressing, picking up people full court, you need extra players, just like Dominguez Hills does, where you can substitute freely and count on just more people.
Gators have dressed 9 players. At one point, Dominguez Hills substituted 5 players. If you do the math, you know that San Francisco State could not do that. They do not have the bodies, to your point.
All right, we've got 36 seconds left at halftime. We are getting ready to start the second half, and let's see if the Gators can just stem the bleeding and maybe close this gap.
It's going to be interesting to see what they look like when they come onto the court in those opening minutes. I think that's going to tell us everything we need to know about what we see from them.
And I hope Asiasi is going to be able to keep some of that energy, because she really did kind of come alive at the end of the second half.
And she is one of the Gators who does have some size. Somebody who can down low maybe try to stem the tide for the offense for Dominguez Hills. She's also a good three-point shooter offensively. We saw her drain at one just before the buzzer at the end of the second half. If they can get her involved as a shooter, that's going to be big for the Gators.
Right.
Here is Alvarado. She had 12 points in the first half, leading the Gators 12 of their 25 points. You figure things are going to have to run through her if the Gators are going to have a shot to get back in this one. She's still got the ball, 10 on the shot clock. She finds Felix, gets inside, and she will be called for an offensive foul. I don't know about you, Sonia, but it looked like Felix had the chance for just a floater. She kind of leaped into the defense there.
She did. She chose to take the extra dribble, and I feel like she could have made a nice little jump shot. Here they go long to break the press easily for Dominguez.
They lost Jones. I said you can see Coach Mo on the sideline with their hands out in disbelief. The last thing they expected out of the half is just completely lose a defender. Another turnover here. Here's Pearson to finish on the other end. And the first 45 seconds of the second half are looking a lot like the first 20 minutes of the first half. Ball out of bounds will go to the Gators. They'll retain possession.
And it looks like Coach Mo is going to let them play it through and figure it out on the court in real time, instead of taking maybe a quick timeout to reset.
I think her team knows pretty well what Dominguez wants to do at this point. There's not a whole lot to talk about besides just getting out there and trying to execute. You only get better by trying to execute against tough teams like this.
Exactly. Weren't able
Turnover here. I missed what the call was.
They weren't able to get over half court in time.
Gotcha.
So it's an easy turnover for Dominguez. It's not easy. I mean, they still had to put all the pressure on and do the work.
Mm-hmm. That's another mental lapse, though. Just
Completely.
a few seconds after losing Kaya Pearson here down at this end. Excuse me, it was Jones who leaked out on that previous possession. It's Jones again inside, being guarded toughly by Asiasi.
Asiasi was lucky not to get the foul called on her on that one.
Well, there's Bradley still fighting on the floor, able to save the deflection. Can the Gators get over half court this time? Had Asiasi, but Felix overthrew her, and that's Goldsmith, who's down right now. Down right now on the floor. She hasn't moved much. I did not see what happened. Ball was going forward, trying to get it ahead to Asiasi. And we had a whistle on the floor for Goldsmith, who appears to be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it looked like that was where they went down for the ball on the ground, trying to get it. She's rubbing her shoulder. And if any of you have had shoulder injuries, those are sometimes the trickiest to kind of recover from. Good to see she's okay, though.
I'll tell you what, for what this Gator team might lack in offensive execution, they've got just as much in defensive tenacity. When the ball does go to the ground, they will fight for it on the ground. They may throw an elbow here and there, inadvertently, of course. It's not the first time I've seen an opposing player get up slow after a scrum for the ball on the ground.
And really, that's what Coach Mo wants. That's what she wants out of this team. She just wants to see grit and effort.
Kylie Edgar comes on for Goldsmith after the injury timeout. Here is Edgar shooting over Asiasi. Nice shot by Kylie Edgar. Came into averaging just 3 points a game, getting a lot of playing time. Nice shot there. Here's Alvarado on a three. This time it rims out. Rebound will go to Williams. Another Dominguez Hills player left wide open.
That's
you
so.
just can't do that against this team.
No, it's just so frustrating. And now, you hope Alvarado is willing to hold the ball just a little bit longer than she was the last time down the court. I understand the desire to get quick points, but you got to take good shots.
Absolutely. Asiasi with a good look here. She's able to drain it.
Just that shot you were calling for, the little jumper there on the baseline.
Yeah, that's the shot we wanted Felix to take before she drew the offensive foul
Right.
instead. Here's Pearson again. She had the open three on that last possession. Hands it off to Jones, who misses, but will get called for a foul. Called for a foul is Asiasi.
Again, Asiasi seems to really be stepping up here for the team. She is going to come out and take a little time off, but she's been a really great spark for the Gators.
Absolutely. Lataimi comes in for her. They look for that same kind of spark in the paint. That's a second foul for Asiasi, who checked out. Jones misses her first free throw. She's been at the free throw line quite a bit. That was free throw attempt number 9 for Christina Jones.
And the Gators already have 2 fouls this half.
With 7.5 to go, as if Dominguez needs other avenues to score. Jones misses both free throws. Here's Bradley coming back quick the other way. Finds Felix, passes up a shot. Drives inside again. Now she's going to kick it back out. Here's Myers with an open three that she drains.
And they got that because of the ball movement. Their patience, their ball movement.
Absolutely, and a calm look from Myers.
Oh.
Jones comes back the other way. What'd you see there, Sonia?
Oh, I saw just a quicker team who was able to focus and get it done much faster.
Off a made basket, too. And now here's a turnover for the Gators. Jones is doing whatever she wants in the paint. Just like that. It feels like 5 seconds have passed since Myers hit that three.
Right.
Toros have already scored 4 to open up a 34-point lead. But I will say Gators already looking a little bit more composed on offense in this second half.
Definitely.
Which does bode well.
Dominguez Hills is playing man defense, And they are getting the Gators are getting some opportunities.
That looked like a flop to me, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Dominguez will get the offensive foul call. They'll call Bradley for driving the shoulder into the chest.
And again, I am not going to fault Bradley for making that play. She makes things happen. She's using her body. And the call didn't go her way that time, but I don't think it's a bad play.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, if her shoulders are that lethal, she shouldn't be allowed to play basketball. Bradley will come out, Felix will come out, Daniels and Jaden Roan will come back on for San Francisco State.
So Anna Daniels, one of the things she does is she gets her body in a good position. Let's hope she can do that and kind of get a spark here for the Gators.
Here's Pearson trying to go around Myers. He's unsuccessful on the shot. Ball out of bounds to San Francisco. Daniels will inbound. Let's see how they do with the press here. Pearson's going to get called on the reach-in.
Looked like a little bit of a ticky-tack foul, if you ask me.
Pearson agrees with you. Here's Roan again. Now she'll try to dribble out of it. Almost loses the handle. Gets it to Alvarado. Able to get over the half-court line. Finds a wide open Myers. Instead, she passes up to Roan. Back outside to Myers. Good rotational defense again by Dominguez. Now Daniels gets some space. That's her shot from the mid-range. Doesn't fall again. Williams attempted to gain the rebound, went out of bounds instead to San Francisco.
And I think what you observed earlier, the Gators do seem a little more settled in. They seem just a little bit calmer as they're bringing the ball down. So let's see on this inbound play. I'm hoping that someone's going to set a screen for either Daniels or Alvarado to get open. Alvarado sets a screen for Daniels.
And now Alvarado's got it. Being guarded closely by Edgar. She takes her inside, finds Daniels inside, unable to finish again. Uncharacteristic of Anna Daniels. That's about the third time she's failed to finish down low. She recovers this time so that Christina Jones is not left alone. Alvarado tries to pick the pocket of Kylie Edgar.
But the Gators did a good job getting back and getting some defense here because it could have been an easy fast break bucket.
Absolutely. You mentioned Daniels is usually in the right position. She got caught out of position there and had to foul.
So Dominguez Hills is releasing a player when there's a shot by the Gators, they're releasing a player very quickly so they can just cherry pick at the other end of the court, and that causes huge problems for the Gators to deal with.
Absolutely. We've seen them have trouble try to rotate to get back in the right spot. And so even when they have been able to catch that person leaking, very often it's two Gators who go to try to guard her, and eventually they get a wide open shot. That being Dominguez Hills. Is Jones back at the free throw line, misses the second one. Edgar is able to corral the rebound, another second chance for Dominguez. Here's Felix inside. Got the hand straight up. Good defense. Daniel soars in for the rebound. Instead, it's Felix who corrals it.
Oh.
Stymied by the double team.
Yeah, Felix.
Ball called on the floor.
Felix seemed to have lost her footing there, but I want to say she is so much shorter than those forwards she's playing against, and she got into such a great position that she stopped them from scoring a point, and I'm really impressed with that kind of play.
Absolutely. Her, Alvarado, Roan, all a little bit undersized, but you can't tell in terms of the fight that they show on defense.
Definitely not. Little confusion here. Gators thought the jump ball was theirs. It's actually Dominguez Hills.
Everything going the way of the Toros in this one. Up 65-30, just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Tegan Thurman is checked back in. Skip pass across to Edgar. Gets it inside, and the ball is stolen. I think Daniels got a hand in there. Felix fights through the press. She wants to go all the way. Ball fake, puts it up, and finishes on the other end. And they are fired up on the bench for San Francisco State. Down 33, but you see how happy they are for Felix.
Right. And
Here's Alvarado, who brings the double to Thurman. No good. Rebound down low by Benoit, who's going to draw the foul.
Right, going back to Felix, she's bringing them not just energy, but smart play. She got, again, her body in the right position, and she took it all the way down. She could have dropped it off, but there really wasn't anyone open for her to pass to, so she might as well have taken that shot.
Absolutely, and she made the shot. It was a tough shot. I love the reaction of Jariah Bradley on the sideline there, jumping around. You wouldn't know they were down 33 here with 4:23 to go. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a moment. Good call. I didn't notice that. Say it again. The Gators will send out Myers, Felix, Alvarado, Roan, and Daniels. The Toros will send out, let's see if I can read these dark numbered numbers on the dark background jerseys. At the line is Joelle Benoit. She is joined by Milan Tuttle, number 20, number 13, Tegan Thurman. That's Kaya Pearson, number 33, out there on the wing. And number 4, Kylie Edgar. Can I get a high five, Sonia? I did it this time.
Good job. I'm very proud of you. Now, I'm curious to see what kind of press the Gators are going to do after that timeout. Or press break, I should say.
Benoit picks the pocket of Amani Felix. Hand off to Pearson inside for the finish.
So the Gators are trying to break this press in a slightly different way. They're having Daniels come down and try and set a screen, which is what they needed, because they were getting stuck behind with this double team in the press. They just need to look up a little bit earlier because Daniels was open as soon as she released from setting that screen.
Near turnover for the second time, second straight possession there, as Pearson came up behind Felix. Pearson now checks out. It's Goldsmith who went down earlier, who's back in. Alvarado gets around her, kicks outside to Jaden Roan, who's going to take a shot and misses. Rebound will go to Benoit. Goldsmith looks all right after that tumble she took earlier. Now it's Tuttle, worked on by Roan, back to Goldsmith, right here in front of us.
It's Amani Felix.
Kickball
again, I'm looking at Amani Felix, who's 5'7". She is guarding a player who is 6'2", and that ball couldn't go into her because of her body and her positioning.
I'm not an engineer, I'm no math major, but I calculate that at giving up about 7 inches, over half a foot.
Something like that.
And they get the matchup they want. They get the pass over Felix, but Thurman isn't able to finish. Tuttle flies in for the rebound. They get it back to Thurman, who's fouled this time. Yeah, great call there, Sonia. They identified that size advantage. They were able to get the pass inside to Thurman. Felix will come off now. Myers will come off now. Here is Bradley back in. Jaden Roan is in, joined by Asiasi, Daniels, and Alvarado.
Now to break this press, I am wondering if they're going to start looking for Asiasi as an outlet. I know that they always have Alvarado and they're trying to get the ball to her, but Asiasi might be a player to find as an alternate.
We'll see. Here's Asiasi setting the screen. Bradley gets around it. They get over half court. Thurman trying to keep pace. They still have a double with Benoit there too. Bradley panicked, almost threw it away, but Roan is there to save her. Alvarado wanted her to pass to Bradley. Instead, she gets it to Alvarado and the ball goes out of bounds. Gators retain possession. What'd you see there, Sonia?
I saw that the Gators are on the right page. They're almost there on breaking that press. They just need to clean it up just a little bit, and I think they can do it.
Good ball movement by the Gators here. 6 on the shot clock. Roan gets inside, misses everything. Rebounds to Tuttle, gets it ahead to Goldsmith, saves it from going out of bounds, finds a cutting Benoit, almost loses possession. Now a double team. Alvarado gets the hand in there, but the ball goes right to Goldsmith, who also misses everything. Ball goes out of bounds.
I'm so impressed with Alvarado. She is so on top of things. She's getting her hands in there and disrupting play on defense, on any player. Even if she's not involved, she'll come in and she'll make a difference.
You see why she's second in the conference in steals per game.
Completely.
Always active on the defensive end. Gators able to break the press. Down 39 here, 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Whistle and a foul on the play. They're going to get Benoit on a push.
Now that I'm not quite sure was a foul. I think Ossie's reaction kind of got the call, but you got to do what you got to do.
Here's Alvarado. Tries to get it to Daniels, and she does. Nearly stolen. 7 on the shot clock. Daniels puts up the mid-range shot, misses again. Tough night shooting for Anna Daniels. Here's Williams. Trying to get the pass inside to Thurman again. It's deflected. Daniels is the beneficiary. Now it's Alvarado trying not to lose it out of bounds. She does keep the handle. Gets her defender up in the air. No foul called. Now a foul is called.
We have 1:49 left in the third quarter. And Alvarado's tenacity paying off again.
Tough shooting night for the Gators overall, not just Anna Daniels. 28% on the night. Alvarado misses the first free throw. She's missed 3. She has been off from the line. She's missed another one. Everybody just about has been off for the Gators offensively. Here's Edgar, gets inside, doesn't get the finish at the rim. Benoit battles between 2 defenders to corral the rebound. A whistle and a foul call.
They're saying Benoit was a little too aggressive with that pull through there.
Still seeing the fight from both teams, despite the large, almost 40-point difference in score here as we wind down the last 97 seconds of the third quarter.
Right. Even though they are winning by quite a bit, Dominguez Hills is not letting up.
Like we said, aspirations, they're playing like a championship team. Championship level pass from Bradley to Daniels there, who's able to finish this time at the rim. Here is Nala Williams. She's been relatively quiet tonight for her. She hasn't had to be the leader. She is the leader on this team offensively, hasn't had to be so far. Everybody's been getting involved. Here's Christina Jones getting to the line again. She's going to shoot free throws 11 and 12.
One of the great thing about Nala Williams is Coach Bonner was saying that she doesn't get enough credit for being an unselfish player. She likes to get an assist just as much as a point, and you can tell in the way that she plays.
Yeah, we have seen that in the games that I've watched. All of the top scorers who come in here, they are usually ball dominant. They are usually looking to go to the paint. They're usually looking to drive. Dominguez Hills doesn't have to do that. As we mentioned earlier, they can get their scoring from so many places. And we mentioned the leadership of Daniels and Alvarado, the leadership by example on the Gators side. You've got to imagine the same thing is true for Dominguez Hills. If your best player can play that way, then why can't 2 through 12, 2 through 15 play that way as well?
Right.
Both free throws rim out for Jones. Felix has the rebound. Gets it over to Bradley. almost committed her 8th turnover. Gators will.
Both coaches are out of their seats.
Here's Bradley.
Great. That was a great heads-up play. Again, Felix showing some grit there as we start to close out the third period.
Felix will go to the line. Seilala Lataimi checks in. She's joined by Roan, Myers, Bradley, and Felix, who fails to complete the N1 opportunity. Here's Williams, who's going to jack up a 3. No good. Tuttle is there on the offensive rebound. She finds Jones underneath, unable to finish. Rebound's going to go to Bradley. Last 15 here of the third quarter. Here's Roan, gets her defender in the air. Good recovery by Dominguez. Steal by Lewis. 6 seconds left. Lewis will finish at the rim.
And it looks
wire to wire so far for the Toros. What's that, Sonia?
Yeah, it looks like we're just going to run out the clock here. Let's see some of the highlights from the third quarter between San Francisco State and Cal State Dominguez Hills. Yeah, Sonia and that guy. That's good.
Then I thought I heard him saying we were supposed to talk through. Opening seconds of the fourth quarter, Toros ahead 73-36. It's been domination from start to almost finish for Cal State Dominguez as Myers takes a 3, long 3, and makes the 3.
And it's not that the Gators are doing that poorly. They're just so overmatched.
Cal State Dominguez Hills 27-1 for a reason. Gators have not quit, as we've mentioned multiple times.
And Coach Mo is standing up, trying to see what those calls are all about. She'd like a few more calls to go her way for her team.
Christina Jones leads the Toros with 14 points. Alvarado leads San Francisco State with 12. That was Jada Sanders who checked in, who got the ball inside, unable to finish. Still bringing a double team on Bradley. She dribbles out of it, gets to Myers in the corner, takes her woman off the dribble. Floater inside is no good. Lataimi soars over for the rebound, and she's going to be fouled.
And Lataimi got that defensive board too, and that really led to this really great offensive sequence.
Able to rise up over a sea of hands. A sea of Toros hands down low. On the offensive and defensive board, Sonia, it seems like there's always at least 2 or 3 Toros. They're ready to get the ball.
Again, there's a reason they are first in the league. They're so efficient and so dominant.
Lataimi sinks her first free throw, and her second came in at 60% from the line.
Looks like the Gators are going back into a man defense.
32-point lead for the Toros as we wind down the last 9 minutes of this one at Don Nasser. Here is Thurman, tries to get around Lataimi, gets her up in the air, and no, they're going to call a travel.
And Lataimi has done a really great job over the last 3 or 4 sequences down here. She is starting to look a little tired, but she's really given the Gators a spark.
You've seen both Asiasi and Lataimi. Asiasi is going to come in for Lataimi right now. You've seen them occupy that same role, getting better as the game has gone on the boards defensively, providing some strength, some stoutness to this slight Gators team.
Ooh.
Felix loses possession on the ground. Another turnover for the Gators. Here is Pearson. Gets around Alvarado with a stutter step. Nice move. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound will go to Jones. They'll reset up top with Edgar. Nobody's on her, so she says, why don't I shoot? Rebound goes right to Bradley. Here's Alvarado out ahead of the defense. What will she do? She'll put up a shot, and one off the glass. Tumbles to the floor as she kisses the ball off the glass. Beautiful play by Alvarado.
Right, and this is exactly what the Gators look for traditionally, right? A quick outlet pass, and they are trying to find Alvarado, who finishes the job as best as she can.
This 5'7" is Alexandra Alvarado, but confident and unafraid, no matter where she is on the court, no matter who is on defense.
And she's got to be relieved that she hit that free throw. She hasn't been as strong as she normally is on free throws, but she did get that last one.
Pearson got whacked in the face there coming across. She grabs at it a little bit. Able to recover. 14 on the shot clock here for Dominguez. Here is Thurman. Wants to get around Felix. Good defense to keep it in front of her. 3 on the shot clock.
3-second violation in the key. Great defense by the Gators in that sequence. Coach Mo has to be very happy with that.
You know, we make a great team, I think, Sonia. It's like you knew I had no idea what that call was on that last possession.
That's why I'm here.
It's that telepathy that we've developed over these 3.5 quarters. Trying to show the same fight that the Gators are still trying to show here, down 29 with 7:32 to go. Here is Alvarado, worked on by Lewis, gets a screen from Asiasi. Dominguez Hill switches there. 4 on the shot clock. Asiasi has to put up a 3 in the corner. Looks like she may have grazed the rim. Nevertheless, no good. Here's Lewis coming the other way. Felix tries to stay in front of her. She does move, lucky not to be called for a foul. On the rebound, it looks like Bradley is going to be called for the foul now.
I did notice that both Alvarado and Felix, the last couple of times that a Dominguez Hill player was driving, they didn't put their hands up. They kept their hands low like they are trying to take a charge. And I think that's a great strategy because they aren't going to get taller than the player coming at them. They already have a lot of fouls. Why not try and see if they can get the charge call?
Great point by you, Sonia. We talked about one of Daniel's strengths being her positioning. If you're giving up size, if you're giving up athleticism and speed, you got to turn to fundamentals if you're going to try to gain an edge.
Another sub for the Toros.
That last foul for Bradley was her 4th personal.
Ooh.
She'll have to check out on the next one if it comes. Fortunate not to be called for a push there. Gets her way up the court, trying to take Pearson off the dribble. Pearson stays in front of her, doing a good job. Now Bradley gets inside, kicks it outside to Myers, who's going to take another 3. This time it's short. Rebound will go to Myers. She's able to get it out to Felix to reset with 15 on the shot clock. Wants to take her woman off the dribble. She'll get called for the foul. The defender will get called for the foul, that is, sending Felix to the line.
And I got to say, at this point in the game, the Gators are down 30 points, but the Toros have not let up. A lot of times if a team like Dominguez Hills is winning by that much, they usually take their foot off the gas, but they haven't. And I admire the Gators for keeping their heads up and keeping themselves in this game the way that they've been able to.
I've been a little bit shocked every time I've looked up to see the score. I have to be reminded that it's such a blowout right now, because while we're watching and we're calling the action, neither of these teams is playing like it's a blowout.
Right. Gators showing some tough man defense again.
They wanted to go inside. Asiasi did a good job of denying the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Bradley got a hand on that shot by Tuttle.
Great D by the Gators.
Alvarado's the beneficiary. Here she comes the other way. Steps back for a three. Rebound by Thurman. Doesn't get the roll that time.
Again, it looks like the Gators have given up their zone defense and they've gone to a help man, and that really seems to be working for them.
And we saw that time they did well to rotate. Alvarado's been on about 3 different people this possession. That's why the shot clock is down to 6 here. Is Tuttle going to be able to make something happen? She's got to. Oh, they lost Thurman right at the end. 29 seconds of fantastic defense, Sonia.
So heartbreaking for the Gators. They did such a great job.
It's about the story of this game,
right?
If you think about it. Some sloppiness with the turnovers, but it's been about 90% of a really good job offensively and defensively, and then just the talent and skill and consistency of Dominguez Hills has consistently won out at the end. Here's Asiasi, who's going to take an open three. She likes that shot. She drains it.
Such a beautiful three-point shot she had. Not what you expect from such a big player.
Absolutely. Beautiful touch on that ball. 5 minutes left to go. 27-point lead for the Toros. Alvarado, stout defense, directing traffic on defense still. Thurman, another offensive rebound inside for the Toros. She gets fouled by Asiasi, makes the shot. She'll go to the line for a potential three-point play.
It's a tough position for Asiasi because you know the other player has a better position than you, and you really don't have any other options. And all you're trying to do is just get in the way enough to disrupt the shot. Unfortunately, she got called for the foul.
Timeout on the floor, 4:50 to go. Toros ahead, 78-49. We'll be back with you after this stoppage.
Okay, so on this timeout, Tegan Thurman's leading with offensive rebounds and 12 rebounds.
Who's that?
Tegan Thurman.
Gotcha. 12 rebounds?
12 rebounds. Big game changer, I'm sure.
Do you mind logging back in? I think I lost.
Yeah, I don't know where my batteries are for my hand.
Amani Felix was on the foul. Fourth personal foul.
Felix's fourth foul.
Fourth personal foul, Amani Felix.
Come back with 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter. We mentioned Jariah Bradley has picked up her fourth foul. Amani Felix has also picked up her fourth foul. Tegan Thurman is at the line. It seemed like she was getting a lot of rebounds this game. She's up to 12 down low. We told you at the beginning she came in leading this team in rebounding, averaging about 6.5 per game. She has showed that dominance in the paint tonight for Dominguez.
And it looks like they're trying to get a little more height with Lataime and Asiasi on the court at the same time.
We'll see how they work through that offensively. A lot of standing around right now while Bradley and Myers operate on the wings. And Myers throws it away, tried to get it to Alvarado. Benoit saves it from going out of bounds. Alvarado saves it from being points by Dominguez Hills. Instead, it's Asiasi on the other end who could potentially turn it into points for San Francisco State.
I like how the Gators looked for that opportunity. They got it all the way down the court instead of trying to dribble up. And I think that's been part of their problem today. You know, when I was playing, a coach did this thing where he threw the ball down the court and he said, okay, I'm going to throw it. You try and run faster than the ball. None of us could run faster than the ball. And the point he was making is it gets down the court faster if you throw it. And the Gators have been dribbling and using a lot of time where they don't really need to be dribbling all the way down the court.
Seen it time and time again. A lot of dribbling. You look up, there's 15 seconds left on the shot clock. You can't afford that kind of inefficiency playing against a team like Dominguez Hills, who does get the ball ahead and can score so quickly. You lose a lot of possessions that way. We mentioned Alvarado communicating on defense, playing really good defense, rotating well. Second in the conference in steals coming in. That last steal that she had was her 6th on the year. He mentioned that Nala Williams was number 1 in steals per game in the conference. She's had 2 games with 8, Nala Williams has, and 1 game with 7. Those are the 2 highest totals for any team so far this year. With 1 or 2 more, Alvarado will find herself in that rarefied air as well. Right now, it's Bradley being worked on by Jones. Gets it away to Alvarado. Good rotational defense again, and hands.
9 seconds on the
Dominguez.
shot clock, though. Sorry, I interrupted you, but it's
no,
just
you're okay. It's
watching
important.
that shot clock go down. At least Alvarado hit that one, though.
Looks like number 2 was just waiting to see the number 2 on the shot clock before she finished off that possession. 27-point lead for the Toros. 3:22 left to go in this one. The Toros will move to 28-1. They will look to get ready for the CCAA tournament, which will start in March. Turnover there by Dominguez Hills.
And a block by Alvarado. Never giving up.
She is everything for this team. Now she gets inside. Beautiful ball fake. Tumbles to the ground and kisses it off the glass. I can't help but laugh watching Alvarado play defense and offense at her size. Dominant on both sides of the ball for San Francisco State. Tries to get around the screen there and fails. Edgar is the beneficiary with the mid-range jumper. Thurman set a really good screen there that Alvarado couldn't get around.
Right. Now it looks like they're just matching up. Dominguez Hills is matching up man-to-man, leaving one high to press at midcourt.
Thurman rotated well there, stopped Bradley's momentum. 14 on the shot clock, like we were just talking about, another possession. That was 15 seconds of dribbling. And then we get it to Alvarado to try to bail us out. It's not bad to try to go to Alvarado to try to make something happen, but you'd like to see them get there in a more efficient way.
Right, and give her a little more time and the ability to make some better decisions, or at least calmer decisions, instead of having to throw up a rush shot.
Absolutely. Alvarado up to 19 points, leading the Gators. She had 23 in her last game. That loss on the 22nd against San Bernardino.
Some confusion with the substitution here. Latimi wanted to come out, but she was the one shooting the free throw, so she could not come out of the game.
I don't think they allow that, Sonia.
No.
It's rare to see somebody turn down free.
Right. And she made it.
Believe in yourself, say Lala. 4 for 4 from the line today. Now we'll get the substitution. Felix will come on for Latimi.
Gators not pressing anymore, reserving their energy for the last 2 minutes and 8 seconds of the game.
Before Felix got the hand in there to try to steal it, they'll call it travel. on number 5, Tiara Jones, who's checked back in.
The Toros.
Now they're coming back to the full court press.
Exactly. And how are the Gators going to deal with it?
That's Jada Sanders back there putting the pressure on as well. It's Benoit on the ball guarding Bradley.
15 seconds
you
on
hear
the shot
D-up
clock.
chance from Cal State Dominguez Hills. They've been doing plenty of that this game, holding the Gators to 56 points. Here's Rowan trying to get inside. Beautiful skip pass to Felix. Takes her woman off the dribble, gets inside. No travel, just to finish off the glass. Gators playing their best basketball as this one winds down. I'd say, Sonia, that they've gotten better every quarter that they've played.
I would agree, which is fascinating because they are working so hard. You'd think they'd be getting tired, but they actually are finding their groove as the game goes on.
Even on that made basket by Jones, you saw how hard Bradley was working on defense. He got a hand on it, nearly dislodged it. Wasn't able to get the steal. Stops her momentum once she gets past Pearson there. You hear a hush fall over this arena as Pearson tumbles to the ground.
And that's a tough call. You're just trying to play defense. Someone stops in front of you and you get called for the foul, but
Heady play by Bradley, though.
very, very heady play.
When she stopped, she turned around and flashed a little smile there. She knew what she was doing.
Again, I'm really impressed, like you said, how the Gators seem to be really playing some of their best basketball in the last minute of the game.
It's not often a team gets down 27, as much as 27 in the first half, and then plays better than they did before. They had every reason to pack it in. As we mentioned several times, they're out of the tournament. There's just 2 games left. They've got every reason to give 100% less effort than they have.
Right.
Instead, they're given 110. Down to the last minute. We are inside the last minute. Toros up 83-60. As I mentioned, they will go to 28-1 on the year. Gators will fall to 9-17. But as Sonia mentioned earlier, a lot of close games there. Bradley on the defense there will pick up her 5th foul. She will mock the offensive player who she thought was flopping. At least I thought she picked up her 5th foul. I must be wrong there.
Yeah, I'm not quite.
They called the foul on somebody else. How's that for expert broadcasting, folks? Oh, I was correct. Have faith in yourself. Kyle Bradley will check out. She picked up her 5th foul.
Oh, and Alvarado's coming back in for the last 29.8 seconds.
And Tuttle misses the first free throw. Makes the second. Last 30 seconds at Don Nasser. Alvarado will drive her way inside and draw the foul.
Really great heads-up play by Alvarado. She saw the opening because people were too focused on their assignments on defense, and she just accelerated and was able to make the shot.
You see Coach Bonner with his arms folded. He's not happy with the advantage that Alvarado was able to take there. On cue, Benoit is going to come out for Thurman.
Yeah, Coach Mo has her arms crossed too, but I think it's for slightly different reasons.
Mm-hmm. We've got to make from the free throw line for Alvarado. You figured she would get there eventually. Last 15 seconds. It's Edgar who will be able to dribble this one out. Start to finish, domination by the Cal State Dominguez Hills Toros. Start to finish, energy from the Cal State Dominguez Hills Toros as we are here inside Don Nasser. Our final score today, Sonia, is 84-61. It was not close in terms of score, but especially in that second half, it was a lot closer. And we mentioned the Gators, they did not stop and played their best basketball as we got to the end of the game.
Right, and I think that's the thing. When I did talk to Coach Mo, she was talking about developing character in this team. That's probably the most important thing for her. And you can see that it's working. The season's kind of coming to a close, and they had their toughest fight, and they really showed that they weren't going to lie down. They weren't just going to just let it happen. They came back, and they closed the gap from what it was.
And you know, when I talked to Anna Daniels before this game, and she spoke about, even though, you know, it's the last two games are out of the tournament, you still want to compete because you're a competitor and you want to play for everybody else on your team. That's what you expect a player to say. You never know if it's actually going to be true until they come out on the court, and it turns out those were not just platitudes. That is the edict that this team lives by. And so even in a 23-point loss, they can walk off with their heads held high knowing they left it all out on the court.
Right, and again, like I said earlier...
Sorry, Sonia, to cut you off. We're going to go over to Renee on the sideline.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm really proud of their fight. You know, number 2 team in the nation. We went out there and we played as hard as we could. We had some really great moments, some things that we were really looking to do and accomplish, and we did that. So it's, you know, nothing more I can say about this team other than, you know, they play hard into the end no matter what the score is, and I appreciate that from them.
Yeah, and you also have another game this season against Cal State LA. And that'll be senior day for a lot of players. How do you feel about that, especially for one of your players that is out so far with a concussion?
I'm really excited, really happy that we get to honor our seniors on the very last game of the season. Trying to make a run for it and double our wins from last year. Play hard to the end, execute our game plan, and just really go out there and compete.
Yeah, and what are your goals for next season, as this is a very good building year for SF State so far?
Yeah, goals for next season, really to have a really positive culture, a culture that's welcoming, a family culture. We obviously want to win games, so we have playoff hopes, but essentially just making sure we have a great group of kids, get some folks graduated in the fall, and then come back and retain our group and make a run for the playoffs.
All right. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your time, Coach Mo. I'll see you for the next game, all right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, and back to you.
We heard Coach Mo there echoing the sentiments that we had. One of the first things she said was really lauding the effort to the end from start to finish, regardless of the score that we saw throughout the game.
Right, and again, next game they're playing here at home is senior night. They're really going to celebrate those seniors. And, you know, even though she's not a senior yet, she's such a core part of this team. You were able to sit down with Anna Daniels and talk to her for a little bit.
Absolutely. We're going to run that interview here soon. We're going to have some highlights from this one. So this will be me and Sonia signing off from Don Nasser. Again, final score 84-61. Dominguez Hills pulls out the win. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.